Hello, I'm Tim Smith of the Adams County Historical Society, and welcome to Monuments Monday. Of course, it's the first day of January, and we don't really have a Monuments Monday proper for today. But in the upcoming year, we are planning on running the Monument Monday episodes on every Monday, and we're looking for some feedback here. So the topics that we think we will discuss over the next few months are rarely visited monuments, stories about some of the monuments as they relate to the moving of the monuments and the placing of the monuments, and some of the controversy over where some of the monuments are located. We eventually will talk about some of the Southern memorials on the battlefield and how that's been a little bit controversial over the years. You know, we're also looking for what you are interested in and knowing a little bit about what you guys would like to see on our Monuments Monday. We have a variety of questions that have been asked us about some of the episodes that aired recently. We did a Monuments 101, and which I talked about the number of the monuments, and of course the constant debate over what we refer to as a monument. And some people would say, well, a monument is a marker or a stone that had a dedication ceremony. But some of the wayside exhibits in the town had dedication ceremonies, but I don't think we would count them as monuments. But as I stated, I say there's probably about 2,000 monuments and markers and tablets associated with the Battle of Gettysburg and the Gettysburg Campaign. And that's where you get into another sticky issue on the number of monuments. How far away should we count a marker or a tablet or a monument that's associated with the Battle of Gettysburg? Like, for instance, in Frederick, Maryland, where General Meade took command of the Northern Army on June 28th, there's a monument, and I think we count that. So we get into that sticky issue. We'll talk about some of those things throughout our upcoming episodes this year. As a matter of fact, next week, we're going to talk about some rarely visited monuments, and we're going to talk about secondary position markers or monuments on the field. I mentioned in the Monuments 101 that battlefield tour guides gain their knowledge from where the monuments are on the battlefield from a little booklet. And we have a copy of the booklet here on our library shelf. And this is the first version of the booklet that I had actually purchased. This came out in 1982. And it was published by Eastern National, which ran the bookstore at the Visitor Center at that time, along with the Gettysburg National Military Park. And basically, it's a listing of the monuments and markers and tablets on the battlefield, and it gives the location of them and the date of dedication, if the date of dedication was known. Some of these are actually just guesses that are incorrect, I should mention. But this booklet is actually just a reprint of a booklet that the Gettysburg National Military Park Commission, the War Department, printed for many, many years. And here's a 1914 version of the same booklet, and you can see minus the dates of dedication, it's actually organized the pages in the same way as the book that was reprinted in the 1980s. So, it's updated over time as more monuments were put up, but it gives the location of a lot of the monuments, including like the itinerary markers that are in other places. So this is always really helpful. Just speaking of monuments in general, I have always believed that my knowledge of where all the monuments were located on the battlefield and what the name of those regiments that put up those monuments, were, actually helped me understand the battle and learn about the battle. I know lots of people that know a lot of information about the battle, but don't know anything about the monuments. And you can see that the difference between the two groups of people. If you know where the monuments are, generally the regimental monuments are in position by brigade. So it helps you understand the order of battle. And of course, the monuments have corps insignias on them, so you can look at a monument and see the corps insignia and know what Army Corps they're relating to in the Northern Army. Or the corps insignias often are red, white, and blue, designating what division they were in. So the monument placement on the battlefield really can help you understand the overall concept of how the Northern Army especially was organized. And even the Southern Brigade plaques that were placed by the War Department in the early 1900s give you the regiments of that particular brigade. So memorizing all the placement of the monuments on the battlefield really can help you learn more about the battle. So we'll cover a bunch of these topics in our upcoming videos, and we want to thank everyone for all their support on our Monuments Monday. And we, would like to remind you that you can click the like and the subscribe, and you can actually share this video with your friends.